Chaos blur, the blur is brightly chaos.
Alright, what is up, everybody? It is indeed time for a Chaos Blur stream, although not really the earliest I've ever done. I usually, if I'm going to do early, it's like a 9 or 10 a.m. stream. Although, actually, this is my favorite time of day to stream. I think I mentioned this in a previous stream. I mentioned a lot of things and a lot of things, but yeah, around like 2:30 is usually like my favorite time to stream. It's just kind of like early enough in the day that I'm awake, but not so late that I can't do things later. So I mean, it's kind of if it were up to me, I'd probably stream it around 2 or 3 almost every day. But as it is, and actually that does bring me to some literally um, breaking news. I do enjoy people just like showing up, especially like Toaster and now Rem showing up just to keep their streak alive. But yeah, there is some breaking news in terms of the Streamiverse here. In fact, it's so breaking that I didn't have time to make a graphic for it. Retromania 81, which I've been kind of planning for a few days now, a little more than that. A lot of things going on this week and next week that I'm planning for. Retromania 81, the last episode of 2025, and what a crazy year this has been. That episode will be Tuesday afternoon, actually December 23rd. That is Tuesday, right? Yeah. December 23rd at 2 p.m. I'll be mentioning that, of course, for the next few days as we get ready for Christmas Chaos on the 21st. My birthday on the 20th. I don't know if I'll be streaming that day, but tomorrow also is going to be not a big stream, but a stream that I look forward to every year. It's going to be a Christmas Dream stream. Now, I'm not exactly sure what time that's going to be, but those of you who enjoy the game Dreams, you enjoy the Halloween and Christmas themed ones I do, I enjoy them too. It should be a fun, chill time. A bunch of like random games we're gonna go through, just like I did last year. So I mean, this is all kind of coming together pretty nicely. Like I said, today we got a stream that is a game of Christmas past. It is Vectorman on Sega Genesis, and it's a game that almost gets a little bit lost in the shuffle. Like, I talk about Sonic Adventure and some of the more modern games and some of the classics like Sonic 2. Vectorman is one of my favorite games of all time, actually, and it is a Sega game. It is a gem to me. A game that does not get talked about enough because it doesn't really get talked about at all. In fact, it'll probably be featured on Retromania 81 at some point. But yeah, we're using the Retron 5 right now, and I'm just excited to break into this thing. I don't think it's a very long game. I'm not really concerned about that because I'm just going to play it, and hopefully we're going to enjoy it. Nice to have Rem along for the ride, even if it's just to keep her streak alive. But yeah, let's go ahead and tune in here. Like I said, we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Not to mention, freaking, what do you call it there? Retromania. Yes, this is a little hidden Easter egg here. You can actually short out the Sega logo. Hey yo, more right now. So yeah, you gotta be a pretty hardcore Sega fan to know this game. But this was a game I received Christmas morning. It says it came out in '95. It did come out in '95. I don't think I got it till like '97 though. It was actually like it was in that weird era where like I had a Genesis, Dreamcast hadn't come out yet. I was still getting games for Genesis, and my parents, got me a lot of Genesis games in the heyday of the aforementioned Genesis, but this was one of them, and at the time I didn't really know what to expect of this game, and I loved it from like moment one. Like the graphics, the presentation, everything was just top notch. The music, again, I mean, they actually did make a Vectorman 2, which I think came out in '97, but anyway. Yeah, Genesis had a lot of great games like this. I mean, everybody knows the classics like Sonic and other Sonic, Shining Force, Streets of Rage, whatever. Vectorman was a character that looked like he might have some legs, which is a bit of a spoof because his character actually does not have legs. He's sort of like this ball character, kind of like a Rayman. But anyway, that's enough backstory here. Let's get into the gameplay. Very high energy, fun. Got these like really cool graphics. Like for the time, these are amazing graphics. Like kind of like a Contra type of shooter game. Again, I had played Contra at this point. I'm trying to think of when I played Contra for the first time. Contra Hardcore was the first Contra game I ever played. The Genesis game. Didn't play the the Nintendo ones until later. But that's beside the point. Yeah, strap in, enjoy a little blast of the past here, as we usually do on this channel. Now, because I know this is not a super long game, even though I like memorize it inside and out, can probably beat it fairly quick. I don't want to just do that and call it a day. I'm gonna maybe do a little exploring I normally wouldn't do, maybe not. I don't know. Say this game is also not easy, as we will see. Decent amount of exploration to be done here, though. Ooh, I don't know how I didn't get hit by anything there. See, I almost always go that way. I probably should have tried the other way just to see if maybe there was like something, like a secret or something up there. There we go. Nice. Yes, that is worth 3 1-ups. I always loved the feature with the multipliers. I very rarely went up here. I believe... maybe not. I thought there was something... Yeah, there is another platform there. Not really sure how these platforms are staying up, but that's alright. Like, I don't know if this bomb is gonna blow up the ground. You know, I never really thought to look over here. I know there's a reason I'm going in here. It's like a health. That thing adds another point of health. There are more secrets in this game that I never really took a chance to look at. So, for example, underneath here you can see another TV monitor. Okay, that is probably destructible by something, and I don't know what. There's another enemy up here. Alright, penis, apparently. I don't think he turns into that. I know he has a few different forms he can turn into. I don't believe a penis is one of them, though. I've not played the game quite that deeply, but I'm sure if such a thing existed, especially in the 90s, it would be talked about quite a bit. I do need to watch my time on the actual level timer. Ow! Alright. Oh, hold on. Damn it. Alright, well, whatever. I'm actually doing something I don't usually do, and I'm being a little bit of a perfectionist here in the early goings of the Vectorman. See how that goes momentarily. See how many of these TV monitors I can get. There is? Yep, I'm gonna say, I knew there was an enemy up here. He's dead now. Okay. Oh, I almost never make it in here. Oh, and I almost didn't get to stay in there. Okay, that'll help me for this boss battle coming up here. More boss battle right now. Anyway, what's going on, Toaster? Welcome back to the stream here. I'm playing a little Vectorman. I've been doing these games at Christmas past lately, but I haven't really been doing them, like, justice, because I've been playing, like, 2021, games from 2020, 2019, or whatever. It's like, yeah, those are, 4 or 5-year-old games, but half of those I play half the time anyway. Alright, I don't know what the hell that was that he typed. I did see the stream streak, whatever you want to call it, is indeed continuing here for Toaster. Oh, I missed that shot. Got him. Anyway, so it says Biff Dead. He's on a 35 streak stream, which is pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's like my record as far as myself. I think I streamed like 34 days in a row at one point. That's a real thing. Like between like June and July of last year, maybe. It was crazy. Hold on, this is a tough one. Or at least it used to be when I was younger. This one would always give me some trouble. See if it still does right now. So this game's not super long because some of these levels like this one are super short. Like there's some you can spend a lot of time in some of the levels, and by a lot of time I mean maybe like 10-15 minutes. This is not one of those levels. Like you will be done with this level pretty quick. Like I said, you'll be done with this level pretty quick. But that does take us to Title Surge, which is a fun level. Yeah, it always pays in this game to look, behind you, down, around, whatever. Not too unlike other retro titles at the time. We're always trying to copy that, like, Nintendo sauce as far as, like, trying to find, like, the hidden areas, like in Mario 3 and stuff. Like, oh, what if I look under the ground? What if I go a different direction? Etc., etc. I remember there were even rumors in like 2004 of Sega making a new Vectorman on like PS2, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's about all I said, because the game never happened. There is no third Vectorman game for anything. Not a 2D one, not a 3D one. It's a shame, too, because I really think Vectorman could have had a home, at least. I don't know, obviously it would have been a shooting game, which has no trouble fitting in today's gaming landscape. But, hey, it happens. It's what it is. Sega's got a lot of franchises that just kind of sit there. And, I don't even know. I mean, I'd love to see a new Vectorman. They'd have to make a lot of changes to it, just like they did with the new Shinobi game. But, I mean, I'd be all there for it. More right now. I think that went swimmingly. See, I can't really do much in fish form. I just have to, like, wait until it wears out. Ouch! That's the only mark. That's a checkpoint. Dead. So we're not going for like the time bonus here. I'm just trying to like crouch. Trying to see like how watch out for that thing. Ouch! One up, that's what I was trying to do. I thought there might be a one up in here. There you go. Whoa! Doop 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 boop boop doop 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 boop boop doop 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 doop. Ouch! No! Oh, that was such bad timing there. Good thing I just hit the checkpoint like seconds before that, but damn, that sucked. Alright, game, I feel you. Alright, that was also from an iconic Retromania moment. That's right, I don't think Toaster was here when I made the announcement that we will, in fact, have Retromania. As if we didn't have enough on our slate, we got Retromania coming up December 23rd, so Christmas Eve. Really going to be an exciting, like, week. I was going to say 10 days. No, not even. A week for Christmas. I mean, almost every day we're going to be on. We got Christmas Chaos on the 21st, which is not a stream, but a live event with live people there, and Retromania on the 23rd, all kinds of fun stuff. We got a Dream stream coming up tomorrow, not sure of the time yet, but yeah, I do want to play some more Dreams, classic Dreams action there with some Christmas-themed events this time, and see what that's all about. And in general, just I could not be any more excited about Christmas 2025. I'm ready. I can feel it. It's going to be special. It always is special, but yeah, this year is going to be somehow. I mean, Christmas always finds a way, but it's going to be even more special because of this, you know, this excellent new house. Honestly, I don't know what else to say that I haven't already said. Hey, Vectorman, what's up, man? That's how you do it. I know, I'm talking to my own character in the game now. Watch out. That thing. Ouch! Thought I avoided it, but not on the recoil. Alright, I like how I'm just, like, above that enemy. I still can't hurt it, though. I don't really get the point of that power-up, to be honest. It's kind of a pointless power-up to the point where I don't even know if I call it a power-up. It's just a power. Wouldn't necessarily say you're getting powered up, but... Ooh, a 10 times multiplier. That could be fun. There you go. Oh, do not hit that. That would turn my 10 times into a, well, 3 times. Like, damn it. Does that mean I get 10 times the checkpoints? I don't even know how that would work. I'm not able to go through there. I gotta go around. I think I know what's in there, too. Ah, damn it, I switched it out for a 3. Well, let's see if I was right as far as what I think's in that TV monitor. Nope, never mind. I mean, I'll take it, but I thought it was going to be a 1-up. I always thought there was a hidden 1-up in this area because of the whole 10x. Whenever you get a 10x multiplier, it always makes me think, like, oh, there's got to be, like, what do you call it? 1-up hidden somewhere, because obviously if you get a 1-up with a 10x multiplier, you get 10 extra lives. Vectorman 2 is actually fairly easy to cheese because of that. This game, not as much. This game's a little stingier with the lives, but Vectorman 2, like, you could really... There were some combos you could do with that. I got up to, like, 29 lives in that game once. It's still a hard game, but with the 29 lives, it was a lot easier. You do get lives for extra score, like, for, you know, for certain score, amounts. 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. I'm not even sure what they are. Just, I'm always just trying to get points in this game, and that's why, because there could be an extra life in it for me. This level's okay. It's actually probably one of my least favorite levels in the game. It's a little on the longer side, too. The floaty water physics are kind of whatever. It is, it can be a longer level. I might, as I said before when I started this, I might spread or stretch these levels out a little bit just because I know if I really tried, I could probably beat this game in under an hour, but that would be a pretty short stream, so I'm, like, kind of just going pretty slow here. I normally wouldn't be this. I'd usually be, like, not halfway through the game, but I'd probably be further in the game under normal circumstances, but... Because it's Games of Christmas Past, and I'm trying to, like, kind of take it all in, I don't want to just blast through it. YOLO blast processing. I don't want to just blast through it. Here's that fish. I guess the fish is useful in this level, because you're basically underwater the whole time. Now, I don't know about... Yeah, okay. Some of these you can go in, some of them you can't. There are some secrets in this area, which is one of the things. No, there really are. There really are some secrets in this. Unless you want me to beat the game super fast, I can do that, too. And then people will be like, oh, why did you stream more? And I'd be like, well, I kind of told you going into this. Alright, here we go. Fuck! Ooh, 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 ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fuck. Fuck. See, what sucks is you're falling here. You don't know what's going to be below you. Even there, I don't know how I didn't hit that thing. That did not get killed, by the way. Now it did. Nice shot! Oh, damn. Oof. Well, at least we both took it on that one. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Fish. I think it's this cave here I want to get into, right? Not a big deal. One health orb. I think that one I have to go up. Yep, watch out, watch out. There we go. I knew there was one in here, so that gives me to 6 health points. For now. ×5 multiplier. And with the fish thing. There's a lot of stuff in this level. Oh, that's just bullshit. At least I didn't take the damage from it. Hold on. Stay underneath it. Checkpoint. There's something over here. Weapon power up. Chicken. No, not chicken. Chaos Christmas Heyo. Yeah, no, it's a very excellent season indeed. I was mentioning the return of Retromania. Second episode here will be coming up on the 23rd, so a lot of stuff to look forward to. A lot of streams. Literally. A lot of streams coming up. And all of them are, like, you know, some of our biggest of the year. So, I mean, Retromania, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, all of it coming up very soon. And tomorrow night, or tomorrow, actually, I never actually said what time tomorrow, but Christmas Dream stream, so check that out if you want to see some quirky, fun, Christmas-themed games that even I won't know what they are. We'll take a look around that game for a little bit. They don't even have to be Christmas-themed all the time, but we'll see what happens. Retromania. Oh, I actually almost never go this way. I guess I will right now. This is one of the very few rocket power-ups in the game here. I believe this one is the rocket morph. Yep. It's like the only, maybe not the only one, but it's one of only maybe a couple in the entire game. Now it's time for a boss fight. Let's see how that goes momentarily. There it is, boss. Exactly. Toaster gets it, I guess. I don't know. Watch out, enemy. Of course, I use my regular gun right now. Anyone else ever play Vectorman? It's just me. Probably just me. If you played Vectorman, you know. It really is not the new Terminator game, although it actually... I'm trying to think. I think the plot does involve robots from the future. I don't think they go back in time, but... There is sort of a robot uprising aspect to this, although I'm also playing as a robot. This is Vectorman. It was a little boring! Alright, well, you can leave the stream now. Nah, I'm just kidding. But if you really like boring retro games, once again, we got Retromania 81 coming next week on the 23rd for y'all. Ouch! That wasn't very nice. Dead. Hey, yo, what's going on, Bex? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Chaos Cave 2. Heilige Scheisse. That's this Bex, yeah. more boring retro games right now. And if you thought that level was boring... Oh, no, wait, this level's pretty cool, actually. Never mind. The next level's kind of boring. This level's pretty cool. Little Arctic Ridge. I always like the lighting in this level. Very, very pleasant. there'll be plenty more boring retro gaming next week, and really, you never know with me when it could happen, so another cool reason to enjoy the Christmas season as I do. Yesterday I did play a newer game, Bex, a new game, actually, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the new beat-em-up for Marvel, free on Game Pass and free to enjoy on yesterday's stream. Had a pretty good time through the first 5 or so levels. It was pretty good, pretty good. Good variety of characters, a lot of speed characters, brawling characters. I actually kind of was joking, but what's her name? She-Hulk kind of played like Zangief, like a lot of like suplex type of moves and things like that. It's a fun game. I actually, out of all the bosses so far, Venom's the hardest one. I got destroyed by Venom. You fight Venom in like one of the levels, and it's pretty cool actually, but not so cool when he's ripping your face off. It's kind of weird that the Venom fight is harder than the fight against Dark Phoenix, because, well, spoilers, you unlock both of them, but more right now. Whoa, watch out. This is one of these levels where I'm like, there's multiple ways to go, but if I don't, like, I don't know how this game expects you to 100% it. There actually is a way to 100% this game, but it's like, if you go one way, you can't go the other way. Like, you basically, like, right now, I think I locked myself out of a path. So I don't know how I'm supposed to go back and whatever. I do enjoy Ven and or I don't think I've ever seen that as, like, the abbreviation, or the separation of syllables. But yes, that is true. He is Ven and or Oh, shit, I just wasted that. Sorry for the seizure. Hey, what's going on, Randy? You know who we unfortunately will not be seeing at Sunday's Christmas Chaos Party is our good friend Randy, who will continue his streak of never coming to any of these. More on Sunday. Or less of Randy, but more of Party. That day. What the? I didn't know you go that way. I thought you had to go out and around. Alright. I don't know if that's a secret or a glitch or what. Secret glitch? Yeah, how's everyone's day going so far? I'm pretty psyched right now. Counting down to Christmas with every passing stream, every passing day, every passing moment gets us closer to Christmas 2025. But also just enjoying the time with all of you fantastic people as I have all year long, and I will continue to do. I do want to make a, I'll mention this a few times. I don't know, I'm having so much trouble talking right now. Like, beginning of 2026, which I know is, like, hard to believe is already, like, a week away, I do want to start playing some new games, like some games that are not only new in general, but new to my channel. And one of those I mentioned for Bex is Dispatch. I do want to try Dispatch. Oh, crap. Am I stuck in here? This is not so much fun, being stuck in here. Oh, hold on. That was weird. There is one good news here. Or, one good news. There is good news if I do get stuck in here. Worst case scenario, I only have to wait a minute and 15 seconds before the game kills me. Enabled, I really am not doing that, nor do I know if that's a thing or not, but then again, I heard that game is kind of like, not raunchy, but like, it's got some elements in it. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know what's happening here. I can't get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Like, you purposely can't see through here. It's not like one of those things where, like, it goes transparent once you go inside it. So I'm stuck in here. And there's only a minute left on the clock, so if that goes off, then I'll die and respawn somewhere else. That's basically my only way at this point. I actually remember this as a kid, too. It didn't happen often. But when it did, well, it was very frustrating. This is almost like the, well, this is a very bizarre one, but in Sonic 2, if you became Supersonic and fell into the pit of spikes, you would just have to just sit there and wait for your rings to run out, basically. You couldn't move. Now, why they put a power-up in a place that you can't get out of, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to shoot it and then move on. I don't know. But yeah, 10 seconds. I've actually never gotten a time over on this, like, voluntarily, like, you know, by playing the level, but... Alright. Time to die. Whoa! Say, it's actually 4.5 minutes is not long for one of these levels, if that's all the time they give you. But I also spent like a minute and a half of that in the freaking pit. Put them in the pit, boss. Yeah, that's one of the games. I'm not gonna give away all of them, but there were some games from last year and even maybe a couple years ago I want to kind of check out that I haven't checked out before. Just another way to mix it up on the channel. Just another game that I probably won't finish, but at least we'll work on it. Start it in early 2026 and go from there. Hey, yo. Of course, we'll also be a little sidetracked with the games of Christmas present, which will be the games that I get for Christmas of this year coming up. But we'll mix it in. We'll make it work as we usually do. It's going to be a fun couple weeks coming up. I honestly cannot wait. I mean, we're already kind of there as far as I'm concerned, you know. I mean, you wait all year for Christmas, and having it like a week away is pretty much there, to my opinion. So I'm feeling it. I'm ready. I'm not going to enable the penises in dispatch. I'm just not. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. There is a boss, or not a boss. There's an enemy coming up in this level that always like was a bitch to beat. Yeah, we're going to see the little workaround I got figured out here, but not even a workaround because it is in the game. But is there any way to get up that high? Oh, I think you just climb up here. This, like I said, this level has a lot of different pathways, but I'm like, how are you ever supposed to get to like all of them? Like, it's almost impossible. The amount of backtracking you'd have to do and memorize some of these levels. Okay, this is part of my strategy. Hold on. Actually, don't know what that did. Alright, this asshole right here. Okay, I gotta lure him out. Actually, fuck it, I'm not even gonna bother. I mean, I could have beaten him. God damn it. Oh, okay, I thought that was like a triple hit there. Okay, I'm just gonna try and beat this level now. Yeah, we did. Right now. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You get an extra life for 160,000 points. See, that's what I mean. I don't know what the thresholds are for an extra life in this game. I'm just gonna do a quick save. Just in case something like that happens again. I don't know if that counted. Hold on. No. Oh, anyway. Just in case something does happen where I get soft locked again. I mean, that time we could just time out of it. I don't know. I mean, I can't think of another part of this game where that happens, but you never know. So this level, I said this level was boring. It is a little bit, just in terms of the design and the atmosphere, but it's also kind of interesting. It's a boring, interesting level. I don't know why I said that, but I just want to see when the next extra life is, because the last one was at 160,000 points for some reason. Actually, we might not beat this game today. It depends. I mean, if I really had pushed through it, who knows, but we'll find out momentarily. There are some shorter levels coming up. I'll tell you, though, Vectorman 2 has more levels in this game, and actually I think it has like 10 more levels in this game, but some of those levels are so short, I think the runtime ends up being about the same. Like, most of the levels in this game are pretty long. There's only a couple that are kind of like filler levels, as we'll see. And sort of in the latter half of this game, you start to get a few that are just kind of glorified boss levels, but where it's just like a few-minute fight compared to an entire level. This here, I think, is a secret area, or one of the few secret areas you can take. They all lead to the end, and like I said, I don't know how you're supposed to get, like, everything in the level, because it's kind of like, once you know, hit something or whatever. Oh, what up? Nice! And I had the ×3 enabled, so there we go. Well, you know what? This is just a fun game to enjoy, and hopefully we are all doing just that right now. Also got to catch up with my Doom Eternal a few days ago, so yeah, been a pretty fun Christmas season all around. And of course, we still have the biggest moments to come. You all know what I'm talking about. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Oofa. Enemies. Get those killed. Oh, yeah. You know the drill. I actually don't know that I've ever gotten back up there to see what else is up there. Almost every time I played this level, it has to be like one time I actually got up there. Yeah, there's no way to get back up there. Like, so again, that's one of those things where unless I just know not to collect that or to save it, I don't know. I don't think you can. I think once you get that power-up, you have to use it. This isn't like Mario where you hold on to power-ups. Once you hit one, you just turn into the thing for a limited time. Unlimited fun. So yeah, we got Blue the Turtle here, Randy, Toaster. I don't really know who. I just know we got a lot of people. Beck is on. Chilling here. Ouch. Chilling here in the streaming area. Watch out for that guy. I've got him messed up pretty nicely. I feel like to find everything in this level and to do everything in this level is going to take a lot more than the 2 minutes they're putting on the clock for me here. We still got a little while to go until the boss, and I'm kind of backtracking just to see if there's any secrets I missed. Whoa, hey-oh! Ouch. Yeah, I'm definitely taking, like, the long route here. I don't see me getting through the rest of this level and the boss in the minute change left here, but... It's like, the alternative is what? Just don't do anything? Like, I feel like I'm, you know, taking the secret routes. I actually don't know if I even remember this route here. Oh, shit, that's the way! Okay! Alright, that's the way I could have gone if I... Wow, alright, that was just one big loop then. Yeah, so that was... I won't say it was pointless. If I want to get all the TVs, I would have had to have done that. Because that is a thing in this game. So which way am I supposed to go? Stop it, stop it. Okay, hold on. This level can get a little confusing, as we can see. Ow. Oh yeah, we're not gonna make it. If I can even get to the next checkpoint, which might be coming up here, if I can get to that fairly soon, then at least I'll have that to fall back on, because I think I'm close to the boss fight. I think that was the checkpoint there. Actually, I think the boss fight is, like, right here. No, it's not. Oh, that's like an invincibility. I'm not gonna make it. I got 20 seconds. I didn't realize there was still more up here. Like I said, I love these open levels, just the time limit kind of makes it so it's, like, not really practical. Dead. I'm gonna say, there's nothing I could do. I mean, I wasn't trying to get a time over there. Alright, now I start with a full 5 minutes, but now I'm, like, at the 3/4 mark of the level, so... I think I like my chances a little bit more now. I still have the invincibility thing. It lasts a generous amount of time. Now it doesn't. As soon as I said that. Alright, I think this is a bomb here, because I believe that'll... Yep, that'll let me blow this up. Now, do I just go right for that? Maybe not. I mean, like I said, I'm going to kind of try to explore some of these levels a little bit more. Is there anywhere? Okay, that's the top of the level here. Ouch. There's always like this trepidation in this game where I'm like, should I just run straight ahead? Or probably not, because I'm going to get, like, blown up by something. That's a checkpoint. And this, I believe, is the boss fight coming up here. But I think I can also take this other route. Just to see what I might have missed. Yeah, don't worry about it. I actually don't know. Well, whatever. This boss fight kind of blows, actually. Yep. This boss fight really blows. Well, if I'm smart enough to just keep shooting it from a distance, I shouldn't have to deal with, like, its main attacks so much. I forget, like, how many times you have to shoot this thing, but... Whoa, watch out. Fuck. Got it. Random clip! Alright. I say that like I'm surprised. Watch one of the random clips be like, enable the penises. That just happened. I'm sorry, what? E-I-E-I... laundry game. Oh, that's how I learned this level always used to give me, like... Old McDonald did have that farm. Yeah. Maybe it's not so tough now, but... I've always said I that way, like the word for egg. Wow, okay, yeah, no, it's still tough, at least right now. I think it's Das. Or D-I-er. The other thing you gotta worry about with this level is... So when you see I, just say E like in heat. That does not help me at all, because I'm trying to take a... Enjoy the fog, I gotta say. New Mountain Dew flavor. Oh man, alright, apparently he's jizzing all over Halloween Town. I guess that's how he got his revenge. Got it. Maybe that wasn't like as bad as I thought. Done without that. It's not great. It's not as bad as I thought. Right now. Ciao.
Survive the Gauntlet of Realms.
Here's some more.
Yeah, see, now it's glitching because now there's like actually like
level.
action happening, and I'm not just standing
right
there.
here.
But why? That shouldn't matter, though.
Well, everyone's having a nice day. Like I
Right?
said, we got
Maybe it does.
23rd. We got a dream stream coming up tomorrow at some point. Looking forward to that
Like,
action.
maybe
as
it
always.
literally
And,
does. I really don't know.
We're gonna, wait for this clip to finish. Get back into the action.
It really does. The
Well,
Streamlabs, I mean, it never worked
God, I hate
brilliantly,
this.
but it was
Survived the
working pretty
gauntlet.
well
In
like
the
a
meantime,
month ago,
survived,
and then
like,
it did
not
this last
dying.
update.
See, I think I'm
Since
still in
then,
this
it's
room,
been,
but
like,
maybe at this point you were just
almost
fighting
every
a bunch
game
of
has
enemies.
done this.
Funny enough, I had more of a chance against than the two I'm fighting
They
right now in
really
the God of War game.
Yeah, except when they
Hey,
update
clip
it
my
the
toaster
wrong
cartridge,
way, and
it's
then I
you.
have to just kind of sit and
Yo.
wait for the next update
Long freaking
to
clip.
maybe fix what they broke in the last update.
It's a long freaking clip. And yes, I am wearing the
Like, I wish I could just skip
Chaos
some of the
Blur shirt from
updates
last
and just
year.
go back to like an earlier version or something.
Yeah, that's really all I gotta say about that. Look at those
They
great
really
graphics.
are.
Yeah, good old Chaos Cave 1. Alright, back to Vectorman right now. I always really like this level. I like the music, I like the atmosphere. Pretty awesome little level here, I'd say. More awesome level right now. Ouch! Alright, no awesome level right now. Ouch. Ooh, the race car power-up. Very rarely do you get that one. Yeah, I say, even when you... Oh, I was supposed to drive into that wall. I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? I'm supposed to drive into that wall. That's what I'm supposed to do with it. I didn't. There you go. Ouch. That wasn't very nice. Let's pick the first level. I feel like there's like extra paths in here and things I can explore, but we'll see. Checkpoint. Dead. I always felt like there was more. There probably is more that way. Okay. Is that, if my memory's correct, that should be a drill there. Yep. See, this one they actually give you like a way out of if you want to. Like, this is the lower path, but you can climb out of here. Go back to the higher path. But I think you have to. So I will, right now. Ouch. I feel like I was a needless amount of attacks there. I think this is the end of the level here. Yeah, it really is. 12,000 point level bonus, so that's pretty sick. I enjoyed that. I think this next one is going to be like the science lab or something. Yeah. Hydrophonic lab. Whoa, ouch. These things in the background look like the, you know, the things that hold soda cans together. Poopy Dookie. Alright. More Poopy Dookie right now. Okay. Fun level. This game did not have as many levels as the second game, but I feel like there was more diversity. The second game repeated a lot of level themes. There were some good ones, but this game I felt like all the levels are pretty unique. This reminds me of like a Metroid level with some of these like haunty colors and things. Watch out. Watch out. Oh shit, hold on, there is a power-up hidden over there. You know that weird-looking emote? A couple weird-looking emotes. Whoa, that's a hard jump to make. There's gotta be something pretty good across the way there. Oof, that's a hard jump to make. There's gotta be something pretty good across the way there. Woo! That's a hard jump to make, and I made it. There must be something pretty good across the way. Oh, a 10 times! Alright, let's see here. Like I said, whenever there's a 10 times multiplier in play, I always feel like there's probably like a really good power-up hiding there. Somewhere nearby to multiply its ability. Okay, we got the drill. Okay, alright, there's a lot involved here. This is one of these where no one's gonna remember this unless they, like... What did that give him? That was for invincibility? P. Diddy part, John versus the dinosaur. Alright. I think there is a dinosaur on this level, or at least something that looks like one. Oh, hold on. Up here? Damn it. I really thought that was going to be the one-up. There's usually like a one-up in these situations. Okay, what's up here? Okay. Well, still nice, but... Nah, no P. Diddy party, but a B. Diddy party, if you call me that, which nobody does, but if you did, that would be a name for that. With Christmas Chaos coming up this Sunday. Should be a great time for all involved. Ouch. That wasn't very nice. Ouch, that wasn't very nice. Hey, yo. Crystal Mall Christmas, yeah, not much Crystal Mall left. I guess they got them all Santa. Like, they're, like, kind of like... I mean, they already waved the white flag years ago, but they were saying, like, yeah, we know we lost, but I guess we're gonna, like, try this one last time. Like, I haven't actually been to the mall. I might go tomorrow just to check it out. Like, we did, like, the bare minimum to say we tried for what is essentially our last Christmas season here. Alright, that's what the one-up was. It's only gonna be one-up here. Honey chicken. I mean, I don't think they have anywhere that sells honey chicken anymore. Maybe they do. Oh, here we go. Time for the boss. Oh, I only have, like, a minute to win it. I should be able to beat this boss in, well, now it's 30 seconds. Watch out. So if it didn't take its time in between these little transitions, maybe. Watch out! Oh yeah, how was the second Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Take the Crystal Mall out back. Seriously! Seriously, I mean, like, I'm like, why are we, like, bothering with the, you know, Santa at Christmas and all that? Like, I don't think they've had a Christmas Santa in the last 3 years there. Like, now we're gonna drag out the, you know, what do you call it? Like, drag out the festivities and be like, oh, yeah, now we care. Like, oh, last time meeting Santa, it's like, second half movie was bad. All right. I've heard a few things about it. I'm gonna maybe see it, so I don't really want to know what it's about, but... I've heard it's not very good. Rem seemed to think it was okay. Honestly, I didn't really think the first one was that good. I thought it was like a funny sort of, like, almost comedy horror movie, the first one, but I don't know. I've heard the second one at least has more game references, which it can be good, but I mean, you're also looking at, like, a game lore in FNAF that changes all the time. And, you know, I think if they made the Five Nights movies, like, when the game was a little more popular, like, 10 years ago, 5-10 years ago, like, I think it would be really... well thought out, but I think now they're just kind of cashing in on the license, which, I mean, yeah, it still has popularity as far as, like, you know, people know of it, but the actual original games, like the first 4 or 5 games, had real story to them, and I feel like the movie probably didn't do, like, a lot. Crystal Mall has no stores. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why it's closing, like, literally next year, maybe even a few months from now at this point. It's not, you know. There's nothing there, but, I mean, what else, you know, I don't know. I've already said enough on it. Like, it's... really did not deserve that, you know, like, it was a really popular mall in the 80s and 90s. I wasn't alive so much for the 80s, but I was alive in the 90s, and I remember it always being really crowded, and even into the 2000s, I mean, even into the 2010s, I mean, I went to the Crystal Mall when I was in, like, college, you know, 2010, 12, whatever, I mean, really wasn't until, and again, I'm not even going to say COVID, because I know that's the one everyone wants to point to. I think it started to go downhill a little bit before that, people didn't really notice, and then it just kind of slid right off. Like 2021, 22, and so on. I mean, it did not take long. Emerald Square, I also hear that mall's not doing well. I don't know. I don't think anything could be doing as bad as the Crystal Mall, but I have heard that that is not doing as well. Even Emerald Square, That was another one, although I went there during COVID. The last mall tour I did at Emerald Square was in 2020, and so it didn't look to be that good. It just reopened or whatever. That one mall in Rhode Island, well, there's actually a few malls in Rhode Island. Do you mean Providence Place, Warwick, Kingston Collection? Warwick, actually, last time I went to Warwick, which I think was actually 2023 or so, that mall looked better. Like, it didn't look like it was complete, but at least, like, compared to Crystal Mall, again, anything compared to Crystal Mall looks like it's at least trying. It's like you can't really complain about another mall when your mall's as bad as the Crystal Mall. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, there's some okay malls out there, not very good malls out there, but you know what? At least they try. I'd rather have a lousy mall that tries than a mall that's, like, used to be good and doesn't try anymore. It's like, well, then what's the difference? Like, yeah, maybe that little mall in Rhode Island, whatever you're talking about, wasn't that good, but at least it tried. Probably is still trying, because, you know, that's what you do. When you own a business, you try to make it good. Imagine that, right? I'm just crazy like that. That would be my take on it, anyway. But watch out. Oh shit, I didn't realize I'm so close on... I might be able to make this. I think the end of the level's like literally right here. It really... Damn, that was close. I'm like, only because I knew it was there, I was like, normally I would try to find everything, but I'm like, you know what? Not gonna risk it. Not that close. I do enjoy this level. You know what? I might still beat this game in like an hour and a half at this rate. Like, I'm almost like there's like 5 levels left or something. Like, I'm not blasting through this game either. I'm playing it at a pretty slow pace. This level could be hard, or you could just kind of get lucky with this level. Cool boss design, but it really depends on luck. It's also only 30 seconds tops, so... Oh, damn, I'm dead. Alright. Well, I mean, I did die once in a while in this game. The mission is stay alive. I did not stay alive. Part of this, too, is I need that to, like, kind of spin around to the right side. It just did. God, I'm dead. Damn. I do enjoy Nightscape. Yeah, we're pretty... I think we're actually pretty close to the end of the game now. I don't... Like, I think there's a couple... The next few levels are kind of long, but we are toward the end of it now. I do love the lightning effects. You know, the whole game has a really nice presentation. I mean, is it like the best game of all time? Of course not, but it's still really fun. Definitely deserved like a game on Dreamcast or Saturn even. Like, that's my take on it. Yo. There you go again. Oh, damn! I got spiked by that thing. What a spiking it was. I'm almost at the end of the level, but I think I can. Under 30 seconds, but I should be able to. Yeah, I got it. All right, doing all right here. 13, I believe, is this like ruins level. Yep. Funny you remember these things so many years later. It's just a fun game to revisit, like. Even every now and then, I mean, again, I don't play this game that much, but like every now and then I'll still find like a secret or something I didn't know was there. So I mean, it's a pretty well designed game, like in general. Ciao. Fuck. I know there were like kind of these little invisible ledges you could get that you could find. They were invisible, of course. Wasn't this shit here? Hold on. It looks like weak ground there. Okay, I don't know what the point of the drill power-up is then, if there's nothing to actually drill. There's another drill. Oh, damn it, I just went like the same way again. I could swear that was something good to destroy. It just looks like it. Maybe I need a bomb power-up, but I figured they were like the same thing. I don't know. I obviously probably should have gone the other way there. Off this edge. I don't think this level's that long unless I really go crazy that I need like 7.5 minutes to beat it. But I could be wrong. Got him. Oh! Yeah, I don't think so. Adios, muchacho. Game did have some awkward platforming like we're seeing here, where it's like you'd have to like jump out and around and like I don't know, I never loved that stuff, but oh, we're in the invincibility phase here. So far I'm not doing much with it. Watch out! Just dump me off right there. Don't know! I kind of wanted that thing. Oh, damn, I actually didn't realize I had that. Whoa, oh, okay, I was like, what is this thing? This thing, like, appears once in Vectorman 2, and I think this is the only time it appears in this game. Fun novelty, but it didn't really help me out much there. Oh, no! Ooh, there's gotta be something in there. Got it. That's a 3 times one up now. So I had a feeling that had to get me something, right? Hey, yo. Alright. Fun little level, huh? Ah, this next level I actually don't like that much if it's the thing I'm thinking of, and it probably is. Yep. Underground Vault. This level goes on a while. Never a huge fan of the aesthetics. The bosses at the end kind of suck, but, Still a level in a really great game, so go ahead and check it out right now. Jeez, alright. Oh, shit. I shouldn't have been so quick. This is definitely a level where if you miss it, you can't go back for it, because this is a very vertical level, mostly downwards, but you never know. Like, this is one I would have to, like, memorize the location of all these TV monitors to ever hope to get them all. Damn. I mean, I do enjoy this game. Even the lousier levels in this game are still pretty fun. So they're not really that lousy. Watch out, enemies. Oh, hold on. There's like invisible platforms here. I knew there was invisible platforms somewhere in this game. I just couldn't remember where they were because, that's right, they're invisible. Oh, shit. Got it. And that's worth 2 1-ups because of the ×2 multiplier. Wow. Alright. Oh, yeah. Now we're at the boss. Oh, I thought this level was longer. It's not. Oh, there's 3 bosses here, aren't there? Yeah. Oof. Ouch. Ouch. Got him. Oh, jeez! I do not remember that ever happening like that. I remember that was an attack he could do, but not with, like, just missiles firing like that. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. God, I fucking hate that boss. That's not even the end of this level either. I think there's a checkpoint. No, there's not. Oh, that sucks. Maybe there is. Nope, that is not a checkpoint. That is a health thing. Can't see. Whew! Never liked those bosses. We got lucky there. Alright. Yes, I mean, we're definitely going to beat the game here. I mean, unless I just suck, because there is one more boss. There's 2 more levels. This level's actually pretty cool. This is the final, like, full level, then there's a final boss, but... This is World Link Center. Again, I can't believe, like, I was, like, kind of joking about beating this game in, like, an hour. I mean, yeah, it's like an hour 5. We're almost at the end of the game, and that's with me kind of slowing down at times. So, yeah, I definitely could have beaten this in an hour. If I just went straight to the end of every level, but... Even with this level, there's a ton to explore here, but... Yeah, I think we'll handle this one pretty well. This level, it can be pretty easy to get lost in. I think I have gotten a few time overs here. Wouldn't really surprise me, to be honest. There's a checkpoint that early in the level. That's surprising. Well, I'll be duped. Okay. I don't know why I thought there were, like, enemies over here. Even if there were, what was it really gonna do? You never know. That's the jet plane, which I actually don't know if you want the jet plane right now. It's good for blowing stuff up, I guess. As I'm missing most of the enemies anyhow. Hey, yo. Oh, okay, you can't get through that. Interesting. I mean, this level I usually, if I get, well, I get to it, it's like, you know, the last level in the game, so I'm not usually that obsessed with, like, finding all the secrets, I'm just trying to survive it. But I'm sure there's plenty to find in here. It's a massive level. Oh, hold on, that's a bomb there. Question is, am I going to be able to get all the way back to where I had to get to? Oh, that sucks. No, I'm not. Because of that, whatever, camera there. Hey, yo, Merry Christmas. Oh, that's a different song you're singing there. I assume I can't be hurt in the game right now where I am. I'm gonna hydrate. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for some Christmas action. Okay, how do I keep getting stuck in here? And how do I get unstuck? Or do I? That's what I mean about getting lost in these levels. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was intuitive, right? It was not intuitive at all. Sorry, I don't know where I'm supposed to be drilling, but... Oh, right there, I guess. Enemies. That thing. These things. This thing. Ouch. Wait, how did I get out? I was gonna say, I don't think I was supposed to get through that wall. Oops. Shot enemy. It's dead. Remember this part, you had to like time these platforms. Ouch. Watch out. Dead. Not dead. Dead. Classify most enemies as either dead or not dead. Whoa, watch out. Not always clear what walls you can walk through and which ones you can't here. Okay, you only have a minute left here in this level. Timer-wise, anyway. Yeah, Vectorman, show your stuff. There we go. So I don't think, no. Well, less than a minute, unless this last minute's like really quick. Which it's not gonna be with stuff like this trip me up. Oof. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Ah, this is like the end of the level, too. Close to it. When you start seeing the bigger platforms. But I don't think we're... Yeah, I'm not going to make it in 6 seconds or whatever. I mean, unless it's literally just this part, but I think there's more to it. Shit, actually, it might have been right there. Damn it, that would have been kind of funny. I mean, not funny, but... Well, now, with the full 7 minutes on the clock, I should be able to beat this level since we were pretty close to the end of it. One level away from the final boss, which actually is one of my favorite final bosses in any game. I mean, I know that sounds a bit, like, weird to say, but it's a great final boss. It really is. Very, atmospheric, very, like, just hectic, frenzied. It's fun, though. Like, first time I beat that final boss, I was so excited. And I've beaten it probably several times over, but it definitely... And I didn't beat this on Christmas. In fact, I was pretty historically terrible at this game when I first got it, Christmas of '97, so... All these levels I probably wouldn't see till 98 or even 99. Like, I don't even know. I used to play this game all the time. Remember, I didn't have a Dreamcast till 99, so I was playing Genesis till, like, literally late 99. That was my only console as a kid, which is fine. I mean, I love my Sega Genesis. It just has some context there. Oh, yeah, we were, like, right here. So, I mean, I had plenty of time to play this game, all the Sonic games. Oh, maybe this isn't the end of the level. But maybe it is. All right, here we go. Time to take on Warhead. 99.99. Exactly, man. Wow, I'm going to beat this pretty quick. I thought I would, but... No, first we got to beat it. Time for Twist and Shout here. Final boss. Let's go. I actually didn't realize you only had 2 minutes to beat this. It seemed like a longer boss at the time. You can get a lot done in 2 minutes, although you still have to get to the boss, by which I mean you have to go through this. And as soon as I saw this, too, and I didn't always know, like, a final boss as a kid. I didn't really see a lot of them, quite frankly. Hey, what's up, Big Mac? So I did not know this was the final... I mean, I did know this was the final boss. I'm saying, like, even as a kid, I'm like, yeah, there's something about this that seems like it's probably the end of the game. Can't see. No! Oh, I used to burn all the Dreamcast games. Yeah, well, that's why they went out of business. Thank you for that. But yes, I know it was possible to pirate them. Big Mac tuning in for the, yes, believe it or not, finale of the stream here. This is the final boss of Vectorman. Almost had him there. I gotta say, this fight was always difficult for me as a kid, but then I kind of memorized the pattern, which is actually not that difficult of a pattern. But, yeah, still can obviously lose, and we did there. So here we go again. Oof. Ouch. Watch out. Ouch! Watch out. Ouch. No! I had a full 100 submitted with games. Damn, I didn't know they made. Well, I knew they made that many Dreamcast games, but it wasn't as many as you might think. So to have 100 of the games, that's a pretty good chunk of the library in some regards. More Toaster on Toaster. Turtle. More Turtle talking about how he contributed to the demise of the Dreamcast, apparently right now. Not a topic I like to bring up, but there you go. Jeez, I just got hit by him as I got the health thing. Got him! Game. Set. Match. Blur. Just beat it. Oh my god, I got an extra life for beating the game. Okay, cool, I guess. Look how the health orbs are still floating there. Oh my god. I remember that. I mean, I did die a couple times with that, but... Victory. Warhead is vanquished. That was Warhead, by the way. That big robot guy that we actually fight a few times throughout the game, but yeah, that was awesome. Probably beat a game on stream. Check that out on your business card. That's it. It's a 16 level game. There's the final boss. We just played it. Like I said, I probably could have beaten this game in an hour if I really rushed it. I actually took a little more time to go back through the levels, and I still beat it in what, an hour 15 or so. Not even, because I didn't start the game right at 0. So yeah, that's it. That was the final boss. So now I'm just gonna watch the credits. You know, talk for a little longer, and that'll be probably it for today. But you know, funny enough, it's about as long. It's as long as my stream was yesterday, and I played about a third of a game in that time. So yeah, these are some of the great enemies you see here, and I mean, even though this is kind of a hokey thing, showing off the enemies and the credits, like, you know, they're basically just showing off the models, but like, these are pretty cool looking models for a 1995 game. Like, these designs, you know, not 3D completely, but still pretty well rendered for the time. This is the Aurora Borealis. I guess. I don't know. It's not really an Aurora Borealis. I've beat more games than you guys think. It just happens so rarely that we don't notice, but it does happen. Not a lot, admittingly, but it does happen. And I always like this, like, rockin', like, 90s theme, you know? Acrobat. I always think it was called Astrobot before there was an Astrobot on PlayStation. But yeah, fun stream today. I kind of figured it was going to be a shorter one, which is why I didn't mind, you know, throwing it in there in the, like, what was it? I think I started at, like, 2 o'clock around there. I thought it was a good time frame to do that, so we did, and it was super fun. It was short, but it was fun. I mean, I'd rather do that than play, like, a 50-hour game that just drags on. This time of day, this time of year, localized entirely within your Vectorman. Yes? Can I see it? No. I do enjoy Aurora Borealis localized entirely within your Vectorman. Hey, look, real people. Like Rich, Marty, Amber, and Mark B. Who are you people? I always liked kind of the blueprints and the art design. It's a cool character. All right, now we get to the more credits, type of credits, where it just shows the stuff. But no, this was a great game. Again, not a super well-known game, but a great Sega Genesis game. Like I said, this was a time before I had the Dreamcast. I got this in Christmas of '97, so for a couple years there, I was playing mainly, only Genesis games, because that was my only console. But yeah. 867. We almost never see that reward get used, so yeah, I'll tip my cap to that. Another game about robots. They never did make a My Life as a Teenage Robot game, at least not officially. There's fan games out there. Not that I would know about that. But speaking of fan games, speaking of those kind of indie games, those kind of bizarre games, we'll be seeing some more of those tomorrow. Not sure of the time yet, but I'm going to do a Christmas Dream stream. So we're going to be booting up the game Dreams and checking out some of the Christmas-themed inventions. Looking forward to that. And then I mentioned, and I don't even have a trailer yet. That's how new this news is. Next week, I just want to get that last shot there. But literally, next week, December 23rd, we have Retromania 81, the final episode of the year. Taking place here, of course, in Metropolis 2. Still don't have a name for it, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about Christmas games as well. Yes, Dream Stream is going to be great. Remember last year, even more recently, the Halloween one from a couple months ago was really fun. So it's just kind of nice to see, and we might do stuff besides Christmas games, but obviously the focus will be with Christmas games. Kind of a relaxed thing, There's some that are like Christmas simulators and different things like that. I don't think you guys really care about missing the credits, right? It's just that shot of Vectorman. I do like the design of Vectorman, though. Like I said, this character really could have gone somewhere. I'm not saying he becomes like a super famous character, but I feel like they could have done more with this game. Like, they made a second one, and that was really it. The second one, was good. If I'm being honest, it feels a little rushed. It feels like they just kind of tacked more on. It was almost like a level expansion pack. But anyway, no, that was Vectorman on Sega Genesis. And if you want more retro action, you can have it on December 23rd. That's Christmas Eve, starting at 2 p.m. here on the channel. I just confirmed that time before the stream. I know that sounds like some, what is it called? Like fake hype. Like I'm just kind of getting you guys psyched up for no reason or whatever. But no, that's really what happened. Is I was debating on when to do the retro stream. I wasn't sure if I would have that day free. Long story short, I had that day free. So, again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching here today, here with Chaos Blur. And now I am a little bit longer than my stream yesterday. I've been doing some short streams lately, partially because I got a lot to do. Retro will be a longer stream, though. The Dream stream, I might play a little longer since it's only like once a year. I do other Dream streams, but the Christmas one in particular. So, today was a short one. Yesterday was a bit of a shorter one. I don't really plan that necessarily. I kind of knew going into today, it's a retro game. It probably doesn't take more than like an hour to beat, and I kind of stretched it out a little bit. I kind of knew that going in that, yeah, this is probably not going to be a long stream today, but it doesn't have to be. As long as it's fun. We had some great people here. Big Mac joined us for the end, but at least he was here for the last 10, 15 minutes or so. And then Toaster's been here, kind of lurking around. Ram was here for the beginning. Polluted Turtle's been chatting with me the last 20, 30 minutes, and that's about half the game when you think about it. Randy was here very quickly. Yeah, I would stream it almost every day till Christmas, not to give it away, but almost every day. I don't know about my birthday. My birthday's the 20th. I might be online, I might not be. And then, of course, the 21st, I have my Christmas party, so that's really the only day I can say I'm not streaming. After that, anything goes, We got Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Holy shite. We got some great stuff coming up. But, again, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur, hopefully making your dreams come true. Hey, yo, we will see you in the next one, and as always, stay chaotic and blur out.
Oh, Chaos Blur, the blur is brightly